everybody, Kaiser here. As you may have noticed, I haven't really been uploading videos for the past few weeks. There's a couple of reasons for that. One is that uni's been pretty full on with assignments and so forth, so I've kind of been busy with that. That's taken priority. And secondly, my computer was actually out of action. I was redoing the water cooling loop and I had some issues with a punctured radiator and I had to get a new one and it really sucked, but now everything is up and running. And I've made a few changes to other elements of my channel, I suppose. Hopefully you noticed the new intro. So I'm just going to take this opportunity to give a little tour of kind of my desktop setup, what I use, why I use it, and hopefully it should just be a nice little change to gameplay videos. So I guess we'll start here with the computer. That is a Corsair 900D. Up here I've got my fan controller. Just a Lamptron FC5 V2, pretty much no nonsense, 4 channels. Got all my fans hooked up to that. The very leftmost temperature probe is the water. The one on the right is just sort of the ambient temperature in the case. And as you can see, it's I've got it set pretty low. The actual fans are really quiet. If you can hear any sort of humming, that's actually because of the pump, which I could have thought out placement of better and placed, you know, some foam under it and stuff to really decouple it and make it quiet. But, you know, as it is, the way I put it in, it's kind of hard to get stuff underneath and it's creating a little bit of vibration noise. But anyway, yep, I still use a DVD drive. Here in Australia, we're still in the dark ages. Internet speeds are kind of slow, so it's so much faster to buy a physical copy of a game and install it that way, rather than download from Steam. Let's see, coming over to the side here, we have the rig itself, looking very sexy. Cable management's not too bad. I could make it neater, let's say that. So I guess we'll start, and we'll go from right to left and top to bottom, let's say. So at the top I've got an AlphaCool UT60 420mm radiator. That was actually supposed to be a white one, but as I mentioned before, I punctured the core of the white one, so I had to get a black one as replacement because all the stores were out of white ones. And I don't know if you can see, but yeah, there we go. Those fans there, SP140 white LED fans, intaking from the top here. 3 of those. They're pretty quiet fans. I'm very impressed with their performance, at least in, you know, push-pull on a low FPI radiator. They keep it nice and cool. There we've got my res, nice and red. As you can see, it's kind of a silver, black, red theme. Well, I guess silver / white. But anyway, these cables here are just extensions. They're not custom sleeved or anything. Yeah, that's right, I took the, I guess kind of the lazy route with them. But yeah, they're just Bitphoenix red sleeved extensions. Over here we've got my very sexy Dominator Platinum RAM. That's 2133 megahertz, 16 gigabytes of it. Runs at 1.5 volts. I think the timing's at 9, 11, 10. So it's a pretty good kit. Picked it up on eBay for a great price as well. And I guess that's a common theme with this rig. A lot of it was purchased used off eBay, which if you're on a bit of a budget and you're building a rig, I highly recommend trying to buy all your parts used. So long as you use PayPal, it's pretty safe. Like, if someone screws you over, you can get your money back. So moving along, that motherboard there, the Sabertooth Z77. Very nice board. That thermal armor really helps it sort of blend in. Having a ROG board would be nice. I guess something like the Maximus 5 Formula. That would have been cool with all the lights and stuff. But as it is, I'm pretty happy with the Sabertooth. And it's very hard now to get Z77 boards. Like, shops just don't really stock them anymore, and if they do, they tend to be quite expensive. But over here, the CPU in there is an i7-3770K, clocked at 4.5 gigahertz right now at about 1.25 volts. Fairly happy with that. And that is a Raystorm CPU block there, with white LEDs and a white faceplate, which I think looks very nice. Got my Primo Chill tubing there. Nice bit of red. That there is an AF140 LED fan, just exhausting. And my video cards here, those are dual R9 290s, just Sapphire reference models. As you can obviously see, I've chucked off the stock heat sinks, water cooled them, got the sexy back plates going, and the what do they call it? The EK bridge link thing, so you can water cool them together. Let's see, down here, I don't know if you can see, I think it's covered by wires, but I've got my pump down there. And here I've got, this radiator is, it's kind of one of the lesser known brands, a Coolgate 480. I found it very hard in Australia to source quad 120 radiators. I just looking online at reviews, the Coolgate performed fairly well, low FPI. It's got a, what would you call it, like a bleed screw as well over at that end, so, you know, it performs well. When you're running this much kind of radiator, it doesn't so much matter what radiator you choose or even what fans, because you've just got so much surface area. And we continue with the kind of red-white theme there. Looks very cool. Normally that's covered by dust filter though, because otherwise this whole bottom chamber fills up with dust and it is a bitch to clean. So just for you guys, I'm showing you with the dust filter off. Ooh. And as you sort of saw from the fan controller, I tend to run these fans at fairly slow speeds. Even when I'm gaming and with two 290s, it does a great job of keeping everything cool. And back there, that's another SP140 intaking. Does an alright job. I've got the top intaking as well, so I guess the idea is that it's positive pressure and all the air kind of gets pushed out through those ventilation holes at the back, and which should hopefully reduce dust. Moving on, step back a bit, we've got the monitor. That is a Qnix, one of those Korean monitors at 1440p. Got my awesome Dark Souls 2, or oh no, Dark Souls 1 themed background there, with the legend. There he is, there's the legend. Okay, let's go a bit lower. Keyboard, that is a Ducky Shine 3, Cherry MX Blues, and red LEDs, as you can see. I really like this keyboard. Doing a, history major at uni, I have to write lots and lots and lots of essays, so these kind of, blue, sorry, camera was drifting. These, lens cap, oh no. Those Cherry MX Blue keys, they really help with, typing. They're generally considered some of the best keys for typing, or I guess kind of the most comfortable to use. And because my room is fairly far away from anyone else in the house, it doesn't matter that they're loud. That there is actually a Corsair, they released kind of like an upgrade kit for their keyboards. It comes with a wrist rest and these kind of textured, molded keycaps there. I put those on, they feel nice for gaming, and they the wrist rest kind of helps when you're typing and gaming. Over here, that mouse mat is a Logitech G440, I think they call it. It was cheap. It looks nice. The branding isn't too loud. It works okay. And that mouse there is the Logitech G502 Proteus Core. I generally like sort of heavier, more ergonomic mice, so that's why I'm not rocking like a Zowie or anything like that, which would, I know people seem to think that they're the go-to gaming mice, which is cool. I'm not, super hardcore into Counter-Strike though, so the comfort of the G502 kind of took the cake for me. It's kind of doesn't match so well with the rest of my rig, because as you can see, that's kind of black and blue, and then we've got red and black, red, white, / silver, and black. So, it doesn't match, but it looks okay. I mean, the colour's fairly tastefully done, I think. It's not too loud. But anyway, over here, that is the microphone, the new one I got that I'm going to be using, so hopefully when I do more gameplay videos in the future, the audio quality will be improved. It's an Audio-Technica AT9903, and I actually could not find any reviews or, anything on YouTube at all, really, to do with this mic. Everything was in Japanese, so I might be doing a review on that, maybe a comparison between my old microphone. But what I'm hoping is that it'll sound better than the old one, which sounded kind of muffled. Over there we've got Mr. Samurai. He normally looks after the microphone. I just kind of clip it to his sword, and it keeps, the cable and the microphone out of the way. Those speakers there are Swan M... what are they? M50Ws, which, And you'll see the common theme here. I picked up used off eBay for half price, which was a killer deal. They're very nice computer speakers, you know, they're not really a patch on anything proper, like proper bookshelf speakers or anything like that. But, you know, for gaming, casual musical taste slash listening, they do the job. And as you can see as well, my monitor is actually Vaser mounted. That's just a cheap sort of monitor arm I got off eBay, just clamps to my desk. And it does a pretty good job of holding the monitor, because a lot of the stock stands that come with the Korean monitors are complete shit. So this gives me, you know, I can help stuff with ergonomics, I suppose. Have it at head height, I can put it in portrait mode, I can adjust it depending on where I sit. So it's much more comfortable. Moving over here, we've got headphones hiding at the back there. I need a bigger desk, as you can see. Those are HE, what are they? HE500s, yeah. They're nice headphones. Admittedly, I don't use them as much anymore since I got these speakers, which are fairly decent. But if I'm, you know, noise is an issue, or I really want to kind of critically listen to a piece of music or kind of enjoy it as much as I possibly can, I'll use these headphones. I love the kind of the design on them as well. It's this really sexy kind of dark metallic grey. That there's metal. That there, the outer casing is plastic, which is a shame, but this here is metal, and quite solid metal as well, so, you know, they don't look cheap. Oh, and that cable is silver as well. Yeah, look at me, I have nice headphones, ooh. And this here is what I use to power them. I know in my earlier video, where I was talking about kind of audio, I had the little dot, oh, what was it, the Mark IV tube amplifier, and then the DAC 1, or whatever it is. But I've since upgraded to a shit stack. I've got the Asgard 2 up there, and a Bifrost Uber down there. Not with USB. Let's see if we can go back here. I connect it using optical from my PC. So no messing around with USB or drivers or anything like that. And, you know, it drives the HE500s, which are planar magnetic, just fine. I think it's recommended about 1 watt at whatever it is, 38 ohms to drive those, and that's pretty much what this can put out at the upper limit. The other option from shit would really be like the Lear, or the Lear 2 I think they have now, which it was really expensive. I couldn't afford, or I couldn't really justify buying the Lear, because I tested both the Asgard 2 and the Lear, and I found them to be fairly similar sounding, so I just went with the cheaper Asgard. Oh well, you know, I'm happy, I'm not complaining. They sound nice, not all that much nicer than my little dot stack, but I guess that's the thing with audio. There's big secret, there's really not that much of a difference between audio gear, unless you're talking like a $100 DAC amp setup compared to like a $6,000 one. Sure, then you'll hear a difference, but mainly it's in your headphones and not your amp and your DAC. Why not? I'll show you my chair. I actually picked that up from eBay as well. There was a store out on the other end of town doing a clearance. Got this thing for $100. It's I think it's like an Aeron imitation chair. So it's not genuine, but you know, it's comfortable. It can adjust pretty much everything. It's a bit big for me, but it's, you know, that's actually, there we go. Yep, that's actually, I think it's aluminium or steel maybe. So it's a pretty solid chair. And it's comfy, I can lay back on it when I'm watching movies on my screen. It was quite a nice bargain. And there's the window there and the dust filter from the 900D. So that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll have more gameplay videos out soon. What's immediately in the pipeline is the next installment of the DLC for Dark Souls 2. It's the Crown of the Iron King, I think. I've started recording it, but I haven't uploaded or really edited it yet, or added commentary, so that's what's kind of going to be coming next. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed me kind of showing off my rig, and I guess I'll see you guys soon.